Hello, I'm Lorraine Hahn and welcome to Executive Golf. I'm in yet another in a string of beautiful golf courses on Indonesia's golf corridor along the Jagorawi toll road. Rainbow Hills is set in the highlands of Bogor, incorporating a picturesque setting into a visually captivating golf landscape. And you don't have to be a pro to play here. Golfers of all abilities enjoy the layout that rewards shot planning as well as placement. My playing partner today is Dave Bass, the Chief Financial Officer of one of the country's biggest mining companies. Mitra Stania Prima is a tin miner established in 1998. Bass returned to Indonesia in 2011 to resume an exploration career that began 35 years ago. He spends much of his time at MSP's Bangka operations off South Sumatra, contributing to the country's thriving tin ore export industry. Thank you so much for playing with us.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Appreciate the time. Listen, I heard you were quite the athlete when you were young, and you probably still are, I'm not sure.
Well, I like to think I was. I played high school football, quarterback, and played college baseball, and played baseball in the Army, you know, so I like to think I'm an athlete.
Right, and what turned you on to golf?
Well, I played golf ever since I was just a young kid. In fact, my father used to take me and my four brothers out when I was only about 9 or 10, and we'd all tee off, and he'd give each one club, and he said, "We'll meet you on the green," and we used to all congregate there and putt out, and then they'd ask all my brothers how they shot, and one brother say I shot a 13, the other one say I shot a 9. One said he shot 11. They asked me, and my dad asked me, and I said I shot a 5. And my brothers got all upset about it. So then they said, "What about that shot? What about that one? And what about that one?"
No cheating, right?
No. Well, I forgot. You see. So my dad gave me some peanuts, and he said, "Put them in your pocket, and every time you take a swing, take one peanut out, put it in the other pocket, and then we'll count the peanuts at the end." So after that, I didn't shoot any more 5s.
What was the real score?
Well, it wasn't good back then. I was only 9 or 10, but enjoyed the golf game ever since. And
are you a serious golfer?
Well, I think I have been a lot more serious than I am right now. But I still take it seriously enough to watch the Golf Channel and the TIC channel with the executive golf to learn how to play, you know, what you play. and so I take it seriously, but I still have a good time.
Right, okay, you ready to play?
I'm ready, let's go.
Let's play.
Okay.
Dave, it's hard to get you out of the office, huh?
Well, every once in a while I sneak out and play a game in the afternoon, but it's been very busy there. I hadn't had a home leave in 2 years because it's been so busy.
That's a good sign. We shouldn't complain, though.
Well, that's right. That's right. I told my daughters in the States, I said, I'm looked at as being indispensable. And so if I went, everything might fall apart. Or if I went and everything didn't fall apart, then, that's even worse.
Yeah, true. Come, let's walk.
Okay.
You've been in Indonesia for most of your life, right?
Well, most of yeah, that's right, because I've been here about 35 years and I'm 40.
Yeah.
So I came over when I was 5.
A long time. You've been here a long time. What was the attraction?
Well, I worked for an oil company back in San Antonio, Texas, and my boss came over here. We were setting up some operations over here, and he called me in and he told me after he got back, he told me about it, and they were going to give me a big promotion to come over. And at that time, Indonesia was a hardship post. There wasn't a McDonald's in the whole country, you know, so that's hardship if you don't have a McDonald's.
Right.
So they asked me if I wanted to go, And then whenever my boss told me, he said, when he came back from Indonesia, he said, you know, the girls over there don't even have to wear hose on their legs. So their legs are already beautiful. And I said, okay, I want to go.
I presume you weren't married yet.
I wasn't married then, no, that's right. But I did marry when I got here.
Indonesian?
And I married a beautiful Indonesian lady, and we've been married for 32 years.
Wow, that's so sweet. And how is your bahasa?
Oh, saya bicara bahasa Indonesia. Sang it back, dang, in a Texas accent.
Bagus. How would you compare? I mean, obviously you've played in the United States golf, and you've played obviously in Asia, not only in Indonesia, but how would you compare the golf sort of lifestyle and the golf courses in US and Indonesia? The game.
Well, as I was telling you earlier, I live on a golf course, and so, and in the States in the summertime, the sun is up to 9 o'clock, so I come home from work and play 9 holes every day. Here, if you're going to play golf, it's an all-day event. I mean, it took quite a while for me to get out here from downtown Jakarta, where my office is, and so. But the courses here are better than they are in the States. Most of them. I mean.
Why do you say that?
These are world class. These are designed by Jack Nicklaus and all the great course designers and the layout. I mean, look at this course.
I mean, stunning.
I mean, this. Where can you find one better? You know.
I never knew. Normally you think Indonesia golf, Bali.
Yes, that's right. And then you have girl caddies.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the male caddies, actually, to tell you the truth. But yeah. So the golf here is stunning. The upkeep of the courses. Any favorite courses?
Really, no. I like them all. You know, I played here. I played, within just a radius of 10 miles from here, you have at least 10 beautiful courses. I mean, that are just as good as this place.
Right. The only thing would be, I guess, the weather, right? It's a bit humid and a bit hot.
One of the reasons I came out to Southeast Asia, because I love hot weather. I worship the sun. I lay out in the pool and love the sun, and I don't mind getting hot. Right. I love getting hot. When you sweat, it means you're in good shape, you know.
Right. So you are in the bunker, my friend. So tell me, what will be your strategy in the bunker?
I thought
wet
that was a lake.
bunker.
I thought that was a lake.
Any particular strategy for bunkers?
Yes. Don't get in them.
Correct. More executive golf with Dave Bass of Mitra Stania Prima in just a moment.
Hi, my name is Daniel Parkin from the Ledbetter Golf Academy here in Indonesia. Today what we've got is a really good tip for you to help you with your release. What we want to do is hold the golf club with our left hand for a right-handed golfer. Then we want to put our right hand under our forearm. From here we want to do our whole entire swing until we get to our finish. We want to make sure our elbow bends and we fully rotate our hips. This is going to really help you get into a much better release. This was our executive tip for today. I will see you next time.
This is Executive Golf, and my guest is Dave Bass. He's CFO of Tin Miner, Mitra Stania Prima. Dave, how do you think golf has shaped your business life?
Well, golf, it has really shaped my business life because I like I say, I've always been a sportsman, and I played sports to win. And I was taught that coaches down through my life, strategy, may not even be the best, but we can still win. And in fact, San Antonio did it, won the NBA Finals today, you know, over a team that was supposed to crush them, and they crushed them because they worked as a team. And that's what you do in business also. But one thing, and I've even made speeches on this, and that is when you go out and play golf and you don't keep score, it's no fun. You don't know how well you did. And in business, you must keep score. And that means you look at you analyze your data, and that's how you get better. You don't get better unless you really know everything that's going on. So that's how sports and golf has affected my business.
How far is it to the green from here?
I can tell you.
But the lie is not very good.
146 yards.
I could do it actually, but the lie is not that great, right? Oh, anyway, let's go for it. 3.
Yeah, okay, good. Go for it. That's what
I'm the go for it kind of gal.
Go for it.
Since I'm not betting any money.
Arnold Palmer would.
Okay, we try.
All right. Just pushed it a little bit. Well, that didn't push it. It's that lie caused you to go out to that direction.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the dropping area down there.
Okay.
But it's a lateral, well,
Thank you.
from where you hit it would be a lateral hazard.
Oh my goodness, this is tough.
Yeah, it is.
This is just the first hole. Great. Good one.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, you're gonna hit the stake. Very nice.
Good beauty. Has the government been sort of active in terms of helping grow the industry?
The tin mining in a whole, I would say no right now. And I think there's just some changes going on. I don't know if you know about the, recently they made the law that you cannot export minerals. You have to smelt them in country, which is a good move, but some of these, like a nickel smelter, cost about $60 million to build, and the company here already had one someplace else, and it's just not very profitable for them. With regard to tin, it's been no problem because we've had smelters in Indonesia with tin for a long time. In fact, going back to the early 1900s, they were smelting tin here in Indonesia, on Bangka Island, and so that's not been such a great problem for us.
But Dave, does Indonesia actually benefit from all this, the tin mining industry? I mean, do the people benefit?
Oh, definitely. Well, in Bangka, we have a lot of what they call illegal tin, but this is tin where mom and pop go out and they dulang it, and they make a good living, and the mining industry all over Indonesia really is because mining is a labor-intensive industry as opposed to, say, oil. So a lot of people work in the mining industry, and like I say, on Bunker Island, it is the economic foundation of the whole island.
I know the feeling.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's on. Oh, no, slightly right, slightly right.
Whoa! My goodness, beautiful place. If you put anything on it, you'll go right down that groove there that you made. All right. Yo, break! Oh, you should have bet.
Executive Golf with MSP's Dave Bass will return shortly.
Well, the whole thing is have fun, guys. Don't get serious about your golf. It'll never be good. So just get out there and have fun.
This week's edition of Executive Golf is coming to you from Rainbow Hills Golf Club in Bangor. Come on, move left, left, left. It's all right.
I need bigger feet. That's why I get off balance. My feet are so small. Size 4.
Really?
No. Oh yeah, yeah. It was going to be right next to me.
You get pretty spoiled though, Dave.
Oh.
You got caddies, you got a caddy each, right? Sometimes you can even drive onto the fairway. You know, I mean.
Oh yes, yes,
Right?
yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the United
And
States.
then they help you out and
Yeah.
hold you up while you swing.
And some massage too.
No, I never tried that.
But in the United States or in many other countries, you don't have the luxury of that. It's a different game.
It's a luxury, but I don't miss it actually in the States. I got my buggy in my garage and drive it out on the number 4 fairway right outside my house and play 9 holes, and sometimes I'm happy to be alone or just me and one of my friends or something like that, and not having someone to have to worry about, you know.
You were telling me earlier on about your music career. Tell me
Yes.
about that. The father of country music?
Yes, back in 1973, I organized a group called the Crude Oil Cowboys, and we were all of us were expats at the time. Then later, when I came back to Jakarta in 1979, someone heard about it, and so they asked me to play for a country western dance that they were going to have, and so I organized me a band by getting the mariachi players at the Borobudur and said, "Follow me." I played the bass guitar. I said, "Follow me," and they did a good job, and so then from there on we played. Well, my band organized, and I got real professionals. And then later, when my wife and I married, she was a professional singer, so we had a thriving band, and we still do that now. We still play. In fact, at Amigos, about once every month or so, we take our band down, and now it's called Zoe, the band, not the cat.
Dave, what do you learn from people you play with when you're playing on the golf course? I mean, I don't know how much you have to play for business, but even pleasure.
Well, I try not to judge people based on what they play with golf, because I've seen them throw the club up in the tree and crawl up in the tree after it when they decided they needed it, and They're the greatest guys I know of, and so I don't judge. I try not to judge people at all. Actually, that's called prejudice, and I try not to be that. So, golf is a. In fact, I had one man tell me, he said that all executives should play golf because it's the most humbling experience in the world.
That is very true. That is very true. Have you ever played with any famous people at all in your lifetime? Golfers?
I don't believe I have.
Okay.
I don't believe I've ever had that opportunity to play with someone that, like Tiger Woods. You know, he calls me all the time, but I say I can't play with you, Tiger. I just don't have time right now. You know.
I'm busy.
Yeah,
I'm busy
that's
with my
right.
wife.
That's right.
But how about coaches? Have you had some really good coaches?
I actually have never had a lesson in golf. I like I say, I study I watch because I feel like, in fact, when I went to college to play baseball, I had a bad shoulder, so I learned how to throw left-handed by looking in the mirror and getting the form down. Once you had the form down, then everything would go. So with golf, it's the same thing. You got to have the form. Bowling, you got to have that exactly proper form, and then you can play pretty well after.
So you actually copied it?
I try to copy, yes.
Wow.
I try to copy.
That's amazing.
And I watch all the swings and try to find out little things, because there's a lot of little things in a golf swing, you know.
And what would be your advice, your tip to any executive golfer out there?
Take lessons.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. First try.
All right.
Dave, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Again, a great game.
So like Groundhog Day, huh?
My playing partner has been Dave Bass, Chief Financial Officer of MSP here in Indonesia, and we're playing at the Rainbow Hills Club in Bogor. I'm Lorraine Hahn. Thank you so much for joining us, and remember, make every hole count.